Hello, and welcome to our new instructional series on the court systems in Fayette County, Kentucky. This program is brought to you by the Internship program within the Commonwealth Attorney's Office of Fayette County. This week we will be discussing basic terms and vocabulary within the legal system. We will be covering this topic for 3 weeks, and our first chapter will be Courtroom Actors, or those who work directly in the courtroom. As stated before, we will be discussing this for the next 3 weeks. Chapter 1 will be Courtroom Actors. Next week's, or Chapter 2, will be different types of crimes. And our last one will be Phases of the criminal process. First, we will discuss the role of the judge. Here we have Judge Kim Bunnell, who works in Fayette County, Kentucky. A judge is a judicial officer who has been elected or appointed to preside or govern over the court of law. Consider this the role of the mediator among the attorneys in the courtroom. Every judge must have a legal degree and have attended law school. They must also have been elected by the public or community. Next, we're going to look at the defendant and the victim. The defendant is the person who has been formally accused of committing a crime. Remember, anyone is innocent until proven guilty. The victim is the person who has been directly affected by the crime committed. We're now going to look at the attorneys in the courtroom. First, we have the prosecutors. They represent the Commonwealth or the state in criminal cases. Our offices at the Commonwealth Attorney's Office provide that service for Fayette County. We assist in determining what is best for the community, and we work directly with victims of crime. Next, we have the defense attorneys, or public defenders. The defense attorneys represent the defendant in criminal cases. And if one who has been accused of a crime cannot afford an attorney, then the Department of Public Advocacy will appoint an attorney for you. Here we have Marcia Hackensmith, who is the Director of Kentucky Protection and Advocacy for Fayette County. So again, we have the prosecuting attorneys that work directly with the victim, while the public defender or the defense attorney will work directly with the defendant. Lastly, we have the jury. The jury is a group from the community, typically 12 citizens, who decide whether the accused or the defendant is guilty or not guilty based on testimony or evidence and facts given throughout the court case. Citizens within the community are appointed to be in the jury. This is typically mandatory, and they are selected at random from within the community. So just an overview of what we've discussed today. First, we have the judge, who is elected or appointed to preside over the court of law. This is the mediator within the courtroom. Next, we have the defendant. The defendant has been formally accused of committing a crime, but is not yet guilty until the jury has convicted that person of committing the crime. Next, we have the victim. The victim has been directly affected by the crime committed. Then we have the prosecutor. The prosecuting attorney represents the Commonwealth or the state in criminal cases, and they work directly with the victim. We have the defense attorney, who represents the defendant in criminal cases and works directly with the defendant. Lastly, we have the jury. They decide whether the accused or defendant is guilty or not guilty of the crime charged. If you have any further questions or wish to contact us, we would love for you to visit our website at lexingtonprosecutor.com. Also, please visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/RayTheDA. We provide many internships at our offices, including law and victims advocacy. If you're interested in victims advocacy, I highly recommend that you watch our video on that topic. These internships provide you with on-site experiences and are a very promising start to any career. Please join us next week when we will be discussing the second chapter of this segment. We will be covering different types of crimes and what they all mean.